Everybody comes here. The whole world. The whole world. You could do the you want. Money talks, money walks.
Certain places in the United States make you feel like you're paying for a 5-star hotel, but you're only getting a 2-star experience. We are born in America, we are American. There were no metal detectors, no police dogs, there was literally nothing. It wasn't even this bad in Mexico.
Personally, I've looked at homelessness, or what it can't be, as an adventure in life anyway.
I have a tumor in my tummy, in my brain, and in my throat.
It's like they want them to do drugs. They can just do drugs right in front of the police now and get away with it.
I was born here, but I was raised over there.
Why do you live better here?
It's beautiful, more beach, you can have anything in the world. Over there rules.
Rules, taxes. Tijuana, the north zone, looks like favelas. And then on this side, United States.
I'm not really happy. I'm starving all the time. I'm sick. I'm not happy.
Just think how many nationalities we've seen today, and it just feels different than Mexico. How did you end up down here in San Diego?
My mom pulled a gun on me.
I was at Tent City for over 2 years, and they didn't do a damn thing for me.
Kids, as kids, they only know what we taught them, and what did we taught them these last years? Come on, you know?
This is to be a sign for the dream road trip.
Taking everything I have.
I don't know, man. US is tragic. This shit in the United States is tragic, man. Mexico, United States. A symbol of, for so many centuries, better opportunities, ascendance in your professional career, a safer life, a better life. We've came to Tijuana, or the playas of Tijuana, which is different, to look at this interesting border crossing. Honestly, very pretty, all the art here. You think, wow, you could just swim out there, but I don't think that's the case. The current looks very, very strong. The beach is very, very beautiful. And so I've been told by the taxi driver that trying to cross here is basically a sentence to death if you're not a very, very good swimmer. We're gonna go across the border on foot and see what millions of people do each year, the most visited border in the whole world, or the most transited border. People from Mexico going to the United States to work, vice versa, tourism. We have San Diegans coming here to party, to live. It is just a melting pot of culture, history, economics, narco-trafficking, everything in between. So let's go explore this area a little bit. We'll catch a taxi back to the border area, and then we will see what 50 million people live each year when they cross on foot, just to earn a little bit more money. And the burning question, do Mexicans really want to go to the United States to chase the American dream? Is the American dream still alive? We will do an interesting comparison today. It should be really fun. Lots of tourists out. I am generally very fascinated with these border situations. The last time I was in a border was Ceuta, Spain, a place that many people haven't heard of. One of the 2 Spanish enclaves in North Africa that borders Morocco, the end of the European Union, and the start of North Africa. So yeah, let's go. Hola, señor. ¿De dónde es usted?
Del Distrito Federal.
Ah, de la Ciudad de México.
Ciudad de México, pero tengo 40 años aquí viviendo.
¿Y cómo se compara Tijuana con...?
Ah, no, pues yo prefiero mejor México, definitivamente.
¿No te interesa intentar cruzar y vivir ahí?
No.
Eso se nota. Mucha gente me ha dicho le gusta vivir en México mucho más. Porque hay comunidad, hay cultura.
Sí, de hecho, tuve pasaporte, pero ya no lo renové. Y se perdió, ya no lo volví a sacar. Entonces, y más ahorita que ya soy jubilado, menos todavía. Sí, no, yo México no lo cambiaría, definitivamente. Si hubiera la oportunidad me iba para allá, pero como tengo toda mi familia aquí, pues...
Ustedes son muy patriotas, ¿eh?
Pues yo creo que sí, ¿verdad?
Eso me gusta.
Sí, lo que pasa es que como también tengo 2 hijos ya su vida de ellos es aquí en Tijuana.
Sí.
Ellos ya son nativos aquí. Entonces yo para que pues me vaya también para allá. Pues,
bueno,
sí. Ándale, mi amigo.
Ahora no vas a quemar.
Órale pues, cuídense mucho.
Hasta luego.
Gracias.
From Vietnam. You like Mexico or America better? Mexico or America better? America?
Have you ever go to Vietnam?
No, I want to go to Vietnam.
Yeah.
I want to really go.
Yeah.
I didn't expect to meet Vietnamese tourists here.
Yeah.
So you like Mexico or United States better to travel? Which one is more fun to travel? Do you understand?
Of course, America.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
But Mexico, cheap, people are so friendly. maybe more dangerous, but
Dạ. Xuống đây để hai xong Tú đứng bên đấy. Co với bạn này một chụp một kiểu nhá.
all right, these guys love photos. Well, I didn't expect to meet the friendliest Vietnamese tourists. If that's a preview of Vietnam, and we're already in Mexico where the people are super friendly. My goodness, I love encounters like this. After recording in the most dangerous streets of Tijuana, you guys can tell how I'm not even laughing because it's just so stressful. And then in a place like this, beautiful. What are they doing here?
They're gonna make a new TJ. Yeah, Malecón Nuevo. So the problem here, they got fired. So they're gonna hire another company. They messed up everything. They into the job right. The governor stopped the company. You work in construction, it's a serious job.
Yeah.
You're not gonna around. You have to work. They got fired. So they're gonna hire a new company.
So Playas de Tijuana is really developing. It's a nice place that a lot of Americans...
Everybody comes here. The whole world. The whole world. The whole world.
And this is the busiest border in the whole world.
Right here, Tijuana. A lot of Tijuana. Everybody comes in. Todo el mundo. Everybody.
So how do the people from here learn English just like you with such a great accent?
No. No.
They're like 5 minutes away from the border, bro.
Yeah, no, I know you guys are close, but you guys speak with such a great accent.
No, he went to high school there.
In San Diego.
California belongs to us, man. It's the same thing.
Yeah, this was Mexico.
Exactly, bro.
It was Nueva España y Mexico.
I was born here, but I was raised over there. They took him when I was 3 years old.
Yeah.
I went to Coimary High, San Fernando High School, Maclay High.
¿Dónde vive mejor? ¿México, Tijuana o Estados Unidos?
Right here. Right here.
Why do you live better here?
It's beautiful, more beach. You can have anything in the world. Over there, too many rules. You cannot do it over here. Over there, too much rules.
United States, yeah, rules, taxes.
Right here, you can do the you want. Money talks, money walks. For real.
Eres un crack, tío, eres un crack, eh? Ustedes son los cracks de la playa.
No. We just belong here, you know what I mean?
Where are you from?
Wisconsin.
Oh, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Holy.
Pero vivo en España. Por eso habla español, eh?
Oh, yeah.
You want to get a beer?
Yeah, me and my homeboys right here.
All right, did you guys just finish your work shift?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we do, man.
All right. What are you drinking? Electrolytes?
No.
Electrolyte.
Okay. I'll put out with 3 of these.
Oh.
One for,
Here.
one for him, one for me, one for me.
$1.50 right there.
Wow, they have cold beers here. Check this out. At 10 o'clock in the morning. Mexico's doing it right, man. Look at the dog, so well behaved. He knows not to come in. That's a good boy. I need to break this anyways. You don't want to get anything else, like for food for yourself?
I don't care. I just want to my girl has to.
Wow, it looks like gasoline.
Yes.
It's like a moonshine.
Say hello to other people in Spain, you know.
You like Spain, huh?
We come from there too. That's our roots.
Thank you very
You're
much.
welcome.
Thank you so much.
I've seen that Mexicans embrace their European and their indigenous roots. So what's your dog's name?
Mini.
This is a real border dog.
Yes. She's very
A border pup.
Yes. Everybody knows her. She's a very nice, sweet girl.
How many of these can you drink in a day?
That's true.
Yeah. 3.
3.
Damn.
Thanks to you.
You're welcome. Take care.
Hey, thank you very much.
Suerte.
Thank you very much.
Are you a veteran? Un veterano?
Yeah. No.
Okay. All right. Take care, guys. Viva Mexico. On one side we have Tijuana, the north zone. Looks like favelas, interesting neighborhoods to be honest. And then on this side, that is United States. So close, yet so far. Here we go, back in Tijuana, San Diego, this way. That was about a 15-minute Uber ride for only around $7 US. Just on the other side of the border there, that would have cost 30, 40, maybe even $50. It's just crazy how there's that stark contrast of pricing on each side. There's the Grand Arch, the whole red light district behind these buildings. So I don't want to go back there. And this is what appears to be a decent walkway, not in the greatest state. It's gonna bring us to a bridge. Then we're gonna cross Zona Rio, which is like the sewage river. Hola, ¿has cruzado la frontera muchas veces?
Sí.
¿Hablas inglés?
Sí.
Okay, so which way? It's this way, right?
Yeah.
Approximately how long does it take?
From like Zona Centro to there?
Yeah, like from here to getting across the border, how long will that take me?
20 minutes, 25 minutes.
Oh, that's pretty close.
Yeah.
Are you from San Diego?
Yeah.
Is that where you're going right now?
Yeah.
What were you doing in Tijuana then?
I did a doctor's appointment. I got some stitches and shit.
Ah, so that is a common thing. You just come here because you can't get affordable health care in San Diego.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't qualify for like even the Medi-Cal or whatever, and then so I'm like, fuck that, and I just come here and pay for everything, and it would be cheaper. Even if I did have insurance there, it would still be cheaper here.
You got some stitches. How much did that cost? Just to...
So I got a stitches and a mole biopsy for $200, and the original consult, like to like go to the dermatologist, was $30, and I didn't have to pay anything to get the stitches out.
What happens if you have an emergency though? You'd have to go to San Diego, right?
No, not necessarily. I mean, there's like the medical plaza right across, like there's like an emergency room and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm sure I could figure out how to get in there.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, so this area looks a bit rough around the edges, madre mia. Yeah, you guys, over here, there are a lot of homeless people. So we have San Diego, United States. Maybe all these people over there, I'm not gonna go bother them right now. I have all my stuff on me. Passport, money, credit cards. I could have came here without that stuff and done a separate video or interviewed them, but I just want to get back home safe at this point. Had a great trip. And maybe it's also a preview of... ¿Dónde voy? ¿Por ahí o por allá? Vale, hasta luego. ¿Sí?
Hay muchas cosas.
Sí.
Tengo hambre y no vendí nada.
Bueno, mira. Gracias. Que Dios te bendiga. ¿Aquí vendes a muchos gringos o solo mexicanos?
Solo mexicano.
Los gringos no compran esto.
No compre la
Policía, but there's no police, just an old pigeon there. Wow. Look at this road. These guys aren't going to the United States, I don't think. They're trying to get back into Tijuana. And this must be the exit from the United States. This is Zona Rio, River Zone. I think this is like sewage water because it smells. It looks like they filled in a lot of these like holes, but like people usually live down there, because when we were exploring the other day, I saw like lots of homeless encampments. Looks like they're filled in now. I'm not sure where oh. So here on the border, you can take some tequila shots before we go back. It's got a nice little place here. And I'm telling you, like, this whole area is abandoned. Cool, man. Live music here. ¿Qué tequila tenemos?
Rancho Escondido es bueno.
A ver. Ok, estamos en el Rancho Escondido entonces, ¿eh?
Rancho Escondido.
Madre mía. ¿Cómo se llama usted? Muy en la frontera.
Sí.
El famoso de la frontera.
Salud.
Salud y brindamos.
Muy bueno. Cambio. Thank you.
Todo el mundo te conoce aquí, madre mía.
Sí.
We are born in America, we are American. Claro, los dos somos americanos. That's basically saying Mexicans are also Americans. Remember that. Central Americans, North Americans, South Americans. Earlier there was a really dodgy moment. There was some white guy from San Diego, I'm pretty sure. And he's like, get that fucking camera out of here. And I wasn't even recording him. I was recording the river. And he's like, the feds are looking for me. So that happens. Wow, check it out here in the border. We have a reward of 500,000 pesos for these guys. I'm not sure if they're missing or if they're wanted by the authorities, but yeah, that's, I don't know, man. It just, a lot of shady vibes here. Because what happens, you guys, is when you do all this research to make videos so you're well informed, you look at the crime reports, you go to the areas where you heard or read that the crime reports came from, you see the reality, you hear the reality. You guys have seen the interviews in the last video, and it starts to just kind of weigh on you. Like, it's really dark. Y ustedes son de Honduras, ¿verdad? ¿Ustedes qué hacen aquí en esta zona fronteriza hoy?
Bueno, la verdad que era un proceso.
Bueno, ¿quieres llegar a Estados Unidos o están viviendo en Tijuana por los momentos?
Por el momento sí.
¿De qué forma vas a poder entrar a Estados Unidos? Porque yo no sé cómo funciona este proceso, como ya vivo ahí.
Es una aplicación que casi todo es para los inmigrantes
Ajá.
migrantes,
Sí.
y con la aplicación entramos a Estados Unidos.
Porque Honduras está muy picante, muy peligroso. Ok, suerte. Os deseo ánimo y somos americanos, ¿vale? Venga, hasta luego. Honduranian folks, and they're waiting their visa appointment or their asylum. Definitely Honduras is one of those countries where people do flee violence. As we know, not every country though is fleeing from a war zone or worse. So just think how many nationalities we've seen today. Some of them immigrants, some of them just tourists, Koreans, Chinese, Mexicans, Americans, Honduranians. I'm sure there's a lot of other immigrants around here. I don't have time to stop and talk to all of them all day. Maybe in this area, I'm not gonna be able to record everything, but here we go. It's a long walk. You gotta zigzag up this area. The whole border from here to the Gulf of Mexico is 1,954 miles. There's approximately 1 million border crossings per day, 50 million per year just in this area. And the last stat that blew my mind, US-Mexican trade exceeds $1 million per minute. That's crazy. With the vast majority coming through these ports of entry. There's 48 of them from Pacific all the way to the Gulf of Mexico. That is just mad to think about. All right, we back in the homeland. You can notice immediately the infrastructure is better. And so yeah, that was honestly the easiest border crossing I've ever done. There was nothing difficult about it. They didn't even barely look at my passport. They took a photo. There was no line either. So I think that's because I did it at like 1 or 2 p.m. If you do it early in the morning, there's some people that have to wake up in Mexico at 3 a.m. just to, you know, get to their job over here. And so like they have long days. They wake up at 3 a.m. They probably get home at 6 p.m. but they still prefer to live in Mexico. So first impressions, the infrastructure is obviously way nicer. Now there's a train up here. Let's go test out the California train, San Diego. Get down there and go see if we can talk to some people on the streets. Saying bye to the border. That was pretty easy. That was pretty fun. I don't know, it just feels immediately safer here. I literally, you know, was right next to where a shooting happened, a narco shooting. If you think back to the 70s, 80s, and 90s, this used to be a sign for the dream road trip in all of the United States. Interstate California, Highway 2 or whatever, or Route 66, just that image there of those American California signs. This is all the customs. You see the cars coming through. They're actually going through really, really fast, and they're going to Mexico. What's interesting about this town here, San Ysidro, is it's basically like 90% non-born US citizens, and the majority of them just speak Spanish. They of course speak English too, but it's not one of your typical, you know, American towns, so to say. Hey, I saw you guys again. How is it? What's up?
Crazy.
Is the train that way? Train?
Yes.
What are you guys doing here?
We're back to the
That's where your hotel is?
Yes.
All right, bye-bye. It's the same Chinese tourist I saw at the beaches there. They just, I guess, doing a border run for fun. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if it was because I'm an American citizen or not, but there were no metal detectors, no police dogs, there was literally nothing. Honestly, just the easiest border crossing, even in Spain, going to Morocco. They ask you a lot of questions, there's dogs, it takes quite a while. I wonder what it's like for the Mexicans coming across. So I know there's a fast pass called a Sentry card. They go through faster when it's like rush hour. There's different lines, right? Let me know in the comments, is that normal? Because honestly, how hard would it be to bring in stuff? Not that hard, based on what I just experienced. Aquí cuentas. 20. Gracias. Ok, gracias. ¿Usted vive en México o acá? Los dos. Qué bueno. Hasta luego. Wow. So far, a very nice train. Well, that was actually a really nice train ride, and it just reminds you how robust the infrastructure of the United States is. Although it's not a place where there's a lot of public transport, everything is just unbelievably robust. So this is, I guess, downtown San Diego. Check it out. Lots of new sky rises, lots of new buildings, and of course, like always, lots of homeless. So I gotta get a refund because the trip was only $2.50, but they ate my $20 bill, so I gotta get a refund. Good old California. There's like hundreds of homeless around here. wasn't even this bad in Mexico. The thing is though, Mexico looks a lot worse. And then this looks really nice, but there's way more homeless. What a shocking change. Like I said, everything looks so nice infrastructure wise. And there's, you know, 2-3 guys clearly on fentanyl back there. I think there's a lot of dealers, you know, so yeah, this is San Diego. Patco Park is down there. The baseball stadium.
What?
10th Street, 10th Avenue.
Oh, 10th. So you actually can deal with this way.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't recommend walking.
No, go all the way down.
Yeah.
Cross the street to Petco.
Yeah.
Take a right, go all the way down to that next little intersection right there. That's
all right.
10th right there.
But clearly homelessness is a big problem around here. Thank you. Yeah, 12th Avenue back there. That's like San Diego's Skid Row. And it just feels different than Mexico, because in Mexico, the homeless people are actually very friendly, very polite, and here, they're not very friendly.
Yeah, downtown ain't where it's at. Or Little Italy, but not East Village.
Downtown San Diego's dead.
Little Italy is better. Like this area right here is bumping when you have like the Padres Stadium going.
Yeah.
But East Village is not like the downtown area. I would go to like Little Italy is where it is.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
So that local server there just told me this is not the place where there's a lot of life, but it's like so nice. Everything's so nice. It looks so nice, but it's just all homeless people.
Yeah. And then you want to scream at me in public because I'm homeless because of you. I don't like that.
How can we be in such a beautiful city, downtown San Diego? Everything looks precious. And I just noticed so far, as soon as I got here, we just have like another homeless crisis.
Yeah.
Can you explain the situation a little bit, since you're from California?
Being born anywhere in the nation nowadays, we never had to worry about it ever the whole time. And I'd say that ever since I've been outside personally, I've looked at homelessness, or what it can't be, as an adventure in life anyway.
Sure.
Because my last name's Morrow, so I'm literally outside in myself.
Uh-huh.
And I figure that my whole family, just as everyone else, you know, deserves a lot more than just homelessness. If this is one big outside home,
Sure.
you know, that's just what's going to be lived anyway.
Yeah, so basically everywhere is your home, and that's the way you think of it. So you've lived in Minnesota, then you came back to California.
Yeah, there was a whole living in New York sometimes.
So out of all the places that you've been living, which one's your favorite?
Since Minnesota brought me closer to London. London's kind of my overall favorite, but that's off topic. California is my #1. I think Minnesota being second because it's attached to the whole London thing, and then New York being something that I can always thrive in. It's just amazing.
Oh, what do you like to do for fun on a typical day? Like, what's it like to live in the street? Because I've never lived in the streets before like this.
Well, like if you've ever played a game and you're a man, right? Valhalla is a big thing for anyone that lives on Earth, and then Earth into whatever comes next. But so we live on Earth, and I don't know, the city is safer than all I've ever known, because I was kind of born in a happy way.
Sure.
That only functions in happiness for us. And so anyone can really just do exactly what they want in life, not something they're gonna despise.
If you want to reach some family out there, some friends, you want to send a message to them?
I'd like every human out there, I love you all, like I'm your little baby. That's all I could ever say. My name is Matthew Martin Morrow. I'm just born to live that way.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
There's so much marijuana that fentanyl can't even be an issue, even if they ever think it can be. It's green, I don't know, but like some people like to make green things synthetic and think it's like humanistic or forest like, but you just can't introduce something that's not to green anything and expect that even that'll go away.
It's Matthew from here, or Minnesota, or the world, as he said. He's a world citizen. He's one of those more interesting transits that's philosophical, and the world is his home. Yeah, interesting character. And you know what's crazy? People are literally paying top shelf to live in places like this. Nice. Meanwhile, we have Uber drivers driving Teslas. Like I said, California is a paradoxical place. This is the taqueria right next to the Padres Stadium. let's give it a go. So we had 3 tacos, nice medium size, a beer, bus tip for $23. So I guess not that bad for California prices. All right, we got this one here. I don't even know what it's called, but it looks good. San Diego's doing their tacos right, bro. Holy shit. And now we gotta catch a bus in 2 hours, and it's like 3-4 miles from here, so I don't know how I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna have to walk. You guys, I like walking, right? I don't wanna take a $30 Uber just to get to the bus station. The bus ticket was only $26, and I have a hostel booked tonight in Venice Beach for $160 2 nights. I'm so ready to not travel in the United States. So it is what it is. Check out downtown San Diego. It is really nice, to be honest. This part at least.
Native American Indian from Chippewa, from Minnesota and Wisconsin.
No way, bro. I'm from Wisconsin.
No way, dog.
Dude, what'd you do? What are you doing down here in San Diego?
Oneida? It's because there's one, all the tribes united for one Indian tribe, you know, like the shake.
Yeah.
It's like this, normal shake, right? Like this?
Yeah. Ah, Indian. Okay. All right.
Indian, you know?
How did you end up down here in San Diego?
I got stuck down here, gee, it was hard.
But like, did you come down here for a relationship or a job or?
I came down here during about 4 years ago. My mom pulled a gun on me, so.
Back up north in Minnesota and Wisconsin?
No, out here in Riverside.
Okay, so you moved down to stay with your mom?
Moved to Riverside in like 6th grade.
Okay.
So back on the riots.
Like riots in 1990?
Yeah, the 90 riots. My uncle lived, badass Rolls Royce, G. Yeah, the wagon, homie.
Yeah, man.
Wagoneers, dog. Look at chocolatiers and wagoneers.
So why did your mom pull a gun on you?
My grandma was passing away. When she passed away, she got a heart transplant, open heart surgery. So the Indians don't usually like do all that stuff, like hybrid stuff and like open heart surgery to get.
They're very traditional.
Yeah. So to accept money, maybe for a donation, you know. So the Indians will try to put their money together for it to help hit, but. They don't really wear.
So you seem really in touch with your native side, and that seems to be a big part of your identity.
This one be Sudanio.
Is that your son?
Yeah, that's just writing, right?
Yeah.
It's a lowercase e.
Yeah,
it's not
Ethan.
Like so how could this be gangbanging?
No, you're not a gangbanger.
It's just cursive.
Yeah.
So I told him, oh, night, fool, like, you know. So if the white boys got the green, what's in Southgate? Cypress Hill, homie, you know? Fucking damn, dog.
Dude.
He cracked in the head. I'm a crackhead. You know, I started with marijuana. It was one of my first ones that I came across, but alcohol is was the worst one.
Alcohol is powerful, man.
Yeah, it was the worst one for a Native American Mexican, because I go, fuck, dude. Then I read the NA book and I go, holy shit, dog.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't expect it.
I'll let you go. All right, I hope you get better. I hope if you want help, you get the help you need, and I'll pray for you, all right? I think we found the cool spot of San Diego. This is quite lit. But what area is this?
It's really cool. Oh, gas lamp.
Gas lamp.
Yeah.
Gas lamp is lit. $3.49 for a freaking bottle of water? Are you kidding me, bro? Let's see how much these are. $1.49 for a small bottle. My God. What the hell? Where are you from?
Las Vegas, Nevada.
What are you doing in San Diego?
Came out here and lost my daughter illegally. Yeah, well, CBS out here got busted for black market and human trafficking in 98, 99, somewhere around that time. And my daughter was just in a mix of another one of their shenanigans. They didn't get anything on me. I didn't do drugs. I didn't do anything. I was a rock artist. And my daughter had told me something in life, and so we left. And it was probably the worst thing I ever did, but I came down here and I was gang stalked by a bunch of different women, and then they had my daughter. Yeah, they took my daughter illegally.
Human traffickers.
CPS, no.
Oh, Child Protective Services.
Yeah, but I was gang stalked by different women at the time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think it all had a connection to it, because there was absolutely no reason why they should have took my money, my daughter. You know, I think they seek out young girls that are single and don't look like they have much or know much, and they take advantage of that.
So you're saying CPS could be involved with human trafficking?
They have been.
And so after that, you got very depressed, I'm assuming.
Yes,
you went through
extremely depressed.
And then you ended up on the streets?
Yeah, I couldn't leave my daughter, you know, go on with my life without my daughter. So I waited till she turned 18, and she turned 18 March 6th of 2024, and now I'm getting on back with my life. My boys want me to come back home in Vegas, so I'm going back home to remaster my first album and hopefully get my second album out and start writing my children's books and stuff again.
So where can we find your music?
Side Trickle, YouTubemusic.com.
Sounds like you're really well connected with the music scene, but you went through some tough times, some bouts of depression. Yeah, we all do.
Yeah.
Did you use any substances to treat your depression, or?
Yeah, I did. I've never been on drugs or anything before, and I got onto heroin.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it true that out here in California, heroin can sometimes be laced with fentanyl, or you instead of getting heroin, you get fentanyl directly?
Most definitely.
And so, have you lost a lot of friends due to fentanyl?
I don't do friendship and relationships. Just, I guess, you know, due to how I see life in society. You know, it's a shame. But yeah, and I OD'd quite a few times, but you know, by the grace of God, I'm still here today.
California helping you out, or are you finding places to sleep or eat, or what's going on there?
You know what? I was at Tent City for over 2 years. I was the longest one there, and they didn't do a damn thing for me. Every single thing that they said, or the doctor said, not one thing ever happened. So I just recently left that place.
If you could say there's a solution to get out of this life, go back home and get clean and get back in a house and get a job, what's the path there? What do you think? What have you thought before? How do you get back there from point A to point B?
I think really is to get to know yourself and to know yourself so you can learn how to treat yourself and do yourself a lot better, and then, you know, build that relationship with your Heavenly Father and move on.
There you go.
Oh, well, God bless you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You know that? I didn't get him a sandwich. He was finding my yogurt.
All right.
You told me to get a lot of food. You can go ahead and record.
Hey, bro.
That camera's pretty good? Yes.
Yeah, it's nice, bro.
You can do me gay?
Like the stuff that you do like on social media and stuff?
Yeah, on YouTube.
YouTube?
I did a border crossing today. That's the journey, and I ended up here.
You want Melanie, right? You're not doing it. I already told you my friend, this one, she's not doing it.
All right.
Like, I will do anything you need, she's not.
All right.
Period. My name is Tatiana.
So what are you doing in San Diego? You speak perfect English?
I speak 14 languages. My dad's Italian and my mom is Mexican.
How'd you end up in San Diego then?
I live in Tijuana, but I come here because I have treatment. I'm stage 4 cancer.
You showed me your tumor earlier.
I have a tumor in my tummy, in my brain, and in my throat.
How are you getting treatment here? Because there's qualified doctors here. Isn't it really expensive?
Oh, there's really nothing they can do anymore. I just come here to it's more natural things that I'm doing right now, and I got diagnosed 3 years ago, and I left my family, and I haven't seen my family since. I kind of AWOL for Tijuana. That's why I was in Ysidro. I have surgery in 3 weeks, so I'm kind of just making amends and saying goodbye to people that I love.
So how much time do you have left?
Statistically, I won't be probably around for much longer. Not probably, I don't want to say that, and I don't want to. I'm not really happy. I'm starving all the time. I'm sick. I'm not happy. And no means at all am I happy. Beautiful 23-year-old daughter, and I have a 7-bedroom house in San Diego. I was doing very well until I got sick. It's taken everything I have. I mean, I never even did drugs or anything until I got sick, ever. My daughter's never even seen me smoke a cigarette, put it that way. I used to fight MMA, underground fighting, and I used to be able to play the violin, do a lot of things. Now I can't do anything. It's all been taken from me. So.
What helps you make your day better?
Mexico. I love good food. I love living in Mexico.
You love spending time in Tijuana?
I was born there. I want to die there.
The cancer treatments are very expensive. How are you supposed to afford them in the United States?
I can't afford them. That's probably why I'm not going to make it, because I didn't get them in time because I couldn't afford them. And so I caught it too late, kept putting them off, and now it's just too late. There's nothing we can do.
Yeah.
I've been told. So unless there's a miracle or a cure, then I've accepted it. I'm okay with it too. I'm not scared to die. I'm worried about, I'm going to miss the people that I love. And there's like, what if, like, you'll stay awake thinking, am I going to eat? Am I going to ever smell food? How is it over there? Am I going to see my dog? You think about stuff like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm not really, you just got to be okay with it because you don't have a choice, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You can't just dwell on things. It's not going to, I just learned it's not going to make it better, make it go away, or, yeah. And I can tell you, if I didn't believe in God, I'd probably have already blew my head off. to be honest.
So again, you're the second person I met today that has faith that really keeps you going.
Thank you. Treat people the way I want to be treated, period. That's one thing in life I've always done. I've never been with anybody but my husband. I'm very faithful to my husband. I've always kept that. I've never even kissed another man with my husband. I'm 52 years old.
Do you think it's part of the reason that people are in this situation in San Diego and Los Angeles and the streets is a problem with the United States, or is it a problem with the individual, or how would you describe that?
I think that it's more people's morals, and I think that the kids as kids, they only know what we've taught them, and what have we taught them these last years? Come on, you know, there's no school really anymore. Look at, because of the epidemic. It's not like when I was little. There's not, who even goes to school anymore? You ever think about that? And how do we know? Like, since I've been sick, my chakra's open, dude. I feel things that I've never felt before, and I see things that I've never seen, or it's really weird. Like, I'm more aware of so much more than before. I can't explain it. And everybody has a gift, whether you use it or not. It's up to you. But when you're sick and you're dying, it's really weird. You'll notice things that you didn't notice before in people. Like, for instance, people that really don't like you, when they say they do, they'll be like, oh, but inside they're like, oh God, like things you don't really want to feel sometimes. You feel everything. Your senses are just on point. That's one thing sometimes that bothers me about being sick, is I don't want to feel everything. It's a good thing and a bad thing, but God puts those feelings in for a reason, and I just, being sick, I don't question any of that.
Yeah.
Like I told him right now, he's okay. I would feel, if there was something wrong with this guy, I'd feel it. And she trusted me, and they came with me to the store about you. So it's, I'm kind of dizzy because of the sun, and I haven't eaten or really slept today, so I can't be standing long.
All right. All right, I'll let you go.
Okay.
Remind me of your name?
My name is Tatiana. God bless you.
Bye-bye, Tatiana. Oh, man. That's rough. I don't know, man. U.S. is tragic. This shit in the United States is tragic, man. Are you all right, bro? Are you all right? Yeah. All right.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. You work for the public transport station here?
Security. Private
Okay.
security.
And so, like, what's it like working in San Diego? You see a lot of cool stuff, and I'm sure you see a lot of bad stuff.
A lot of interesting.
Do you feel safe out here at night?
I was from here. I'm from here, so I'm used to it.
San Diego or Los Angeles or California is like a land of two realities. Like, we got people who have a lot of money, nice cars, and we have way too many people living in the street and going through drug addiction, mental illness. What do you have to say about that?
I believe it's really sad that these people choose to be homeless and be on drugs when they have a chance to change their life.
So you're saying in the United States, a lot of times people choose to live on the streets?
No, they don't start off choosing to live on the street. The rent is too high, for one.
Yeah.
Okay, it's way too high. So once it go down, maybe they get off the street. But right now, it's just impossible. Okay, it takes like 3 people in a household to live in California.
You've seen a lot of changes. San Diego, when you were a child, I bet you was relatively affordable and like a dream place to live in. Like, everybody wanted to live in San Diego.
In San Diego, and then it got taken away.
Why did it get taken away?
White collar crimes.
Okay.
Scheming and everything. Put their name on our deed. They stole it.
So what's your current situation like with your family? Are you guys living good still?
Not really.
No?
No. I mean, we were living there. How it feels to get evicted off of your property.
Yeah, no, it doesn't feel good.
No. My mother died. My dad died. Didn't have a will. And in a black family, usually it goes to the kids, you know. And the kids supposed to be responsible, especially among one another. But we had one greedy one. And she started behind our backs.
That happens a lot in families when there's a lot of money, like a inheritance. You see people's real, true colors.
Yeah, it comes out, don't it?
Yeah.
We were a church family. My father was a pastor. So we never thought that was going to happen. But it did.
How much is it to rent here? Like, what's a ballpark guesstimate?
It's sky high, about $5,000.
$5,000. How are you gonna pay rent when you work at CVS or you work at a restaurant? I don't know how people be living here, honestly.
It takes 2 people or 3 people to just to survive in California.
Meanwhile, in Tijuana, you got, you know, a nice apartment for
$300.
And Americans are moving there, and sometimes the Mexicans are getting pissed with that because
it's unsafe.
They're also making it expensive there as well, though.
It's unsafe to live over in TJ.
Yeah.
I mean, the only way you can live in TJ if you have it in a gated community,
Yeah.
they have security around it.
What I see here with the homeless people, because I'm from Wisconsin, blows my mind. Like I can't believe there's so many people homeless and on drugs. And it's a different type of homeless. Like sometimes they can be really nice, but sometimes they can be very entitled and rude. Whereas in Mexico,
look at the situation. I mean, it's like they want them to do drugs. They can just do drugs right in front of the police now and get away with it. I mean,
yeah,
to me, it's disrespectful to the tax-paying people. You know, they're not trying to move them out of here. They're selling drugs right on the corner.
We got all these rules, right? All these rules in the United States and bureaucracy and taxes. Yet this type of reality exists where people can do drugs and be naked in front of your children on the street.
Right, and it's wrong. It's really wrong. That's why we're out here to protect the patrons, you know, that's paying taxes and everything.
I will say I'm very impressed with the public transport here.
Oh, you say that?
Because LA, the subway, the metro in LA is horrendous. And New York or Chicago is really dodgy, but this is very nice, very clean, and I appreciate you guys' work.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I try to do my best.
All right, yeah, I can see you were friendly from a mile away, so.
Yeah,
what's your name?
Donna.
All right. I mean, the city itself, LA, is extraordinary. This is UCLA campus. The journey was not that bad on bus. It was quite nice, actually. Flix bus, $26. This is like student housing, man. Like, how much do these students pay to live here? Crazy, man, crazy. But like from Anaheim to this area, it's literally like 2 hours. These are fraternity houses. What do you have to do to become a fraternity member of UCLA? The dues gotta be like minimum $3,000 a semester. You guys, LA is like 10 cities in one city or more. It's insane. I was like, damn, Tijuana is big, 1.8 million people. Here we are, 18 million people, metropolitan LA. I wish we could see how beautiful. This is called Theta Chi. Man, I can't believe Marshawn Lynch, the old running back, Mr. Skittles, went to school here. Hallelujah. I feel like Harold and Kumar when they get to White Castle. Oh, this is where all the cool kids get in and out, the UCLA kids. We are back at the famous Muscle Beach, Venice Beach. My hostel's right behind. It's like the only hostel in all of LA. It was really a lot of fun to see basically how these two worlds differ. They're so close. Is this really the land of dreams? Well, at least LA gives you an illusion of dreaming because it is so astoundingly big. It is magnificent. The architecture, all these different neighborhoods, the energy and the atmosphere in each and every one of these neighborhoods. I just can't help but think, man, we have so much degeneracy and so much entitlement in this country, combined with the fact that there's a massive influx of illicit drugs that do horrible damage to people, combined with mental illness. And it is just basically the recipe for an unhappy and unhealthy and mentally ill society. People in Mexico are just very grateful. They are very genuine. They never show entitlement, and that is like something that's just so contrasting to what you see here. As soon as you get to San Diego, a lot of the people that I tried interviewing said, what are you gonna do? Give me 10, 20, 30 bucks. They didn't even want to have a conversation. And again, who am I to just go up and record interviews? But at least I try to ask for permission, and just to show you that this kind of crap is going on in the United States. It's something we don't see in Wisconsin, at least where I'm from. I have one more video in the United States, and I have to record it tomorrow. It's gonna be of another place similar to Skid Row, but I think it's a little bit worse and a little bit less known. So we're going to see, or at least attempt, if it's possible. I don't know how hard it's gonna be. It also could be very dangerous. So I'll let you guys guess and subscribe to the channel for more content. And then after that, back to Spain, back to Europe, and I am ready to go back. All right, guys, good night.